Hi, I'm Hope. I'm a clinical psychologist in Hampshire CAMHS. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to a very helpful skill that can help you to manage difficult thoughts and feelings and support your overall well-being. Mindfulness is a skill that lots of children, young people and adults use day to day to manage mental health difficulties. It's a strategy that really works. So what is mindfulness? The word mindfulness has been used a lot on TV and social media recently. Often when asked what people think of when they think of mindfulness, they think of someone calm meditating on a beach, or a Buddhist monk in a calm Zen state, or mindful colouring. Mindfulness can look like these things, but it's actually a life skill, a technique you can learn which involves noticing what's happening in the present moment without judgment. It's about becoming more aware of yourself and the things around you. You might take notice and be aware of your mind, your body, or your surroundings. You can do it anywhere. It can be relaxing, but it isn't always, as it's about noticing whatever you're feeling in the moment. You can do mindfulness for long periods of time, and also be mindful in just a few minutes or moments. Mindfulness is an evidence-based approach, which means there's a lot of research to show that it can be really helpful for many mental health difficulties, as well as increasing research that it can help physical health difficulties too. Research also shows mindfulness can help you understand your emotions better, cope better with difficult thoughts, feel calmer, boost your attention and concentration, and improve your relationships. Mindfulness can help in lots of different ways. It can help you to become more self-aware, feel calmer and less stressed, feel more able to choose how to respond to your thoughts and feelings, to cope with difficult or unhelpful thoughts. It can also help you to be kinder to yourself. Studies show that practicing mindfulness can help manage common mental health difficulties like depression, anxiety, and feelings of stress. It has also been found to help physical pain and chronic fatigue too. Many people find practicing mindfulness helps them manage their day-to-day well-being, but it doesn't work for everyone. Mindfulness is a skill. It requires work like any therapy and requires practice like any skill. There are lots of different ways of doing mindfulness. It can also take trial and error to find the way of practicing mindfulness that works for you. So how does mindfulness work? Mindfulness works by taking your focus to the present moment and away from other thoughts. The way we think and what we think about can affect how we feel and how we act. For example, if you think or worry a lot about upsetting past or future events, you might often feel sad or anxious. It's understandable to want to stop thinking about difficult things, but trying to get rid of upsetting thoughts can often make us think about them even more. The theory behind mindfulness is that by using various techniques to bring your attention to the present, you can notice how thoughts come and go in your mind. You may learn that they don't have to define who you are or your experience of the world, and that you can let them go. You might also notice what your body is telling you. For example, you might feel tension or anxiety in your body, such as a racing heartbeat, tense muscles, or shallow breathing. You can also create space and distance between you and your thoughts. With this space, you can reflect on the situation and react more calmly. So how can you practice mindfulness? Mindfulness is a skill that takes time and practice to use effectively. There are formal courses you can do which teach you mindfulness, either online or face-to-face. There are also lots of self-help resources such as YouTube videos, apps and books that will go through mindfulness exercises with you, step by step, so you can set time aside in the day for more formal mindfulness practice. As well as setting aside time for more formal practice, you can practice mindfulness daily in lots of small aspects of your life. For example, notice everyday things like the air moving past you as you move, the feeling of your chair when you're sitting, or the taste and textures of the food you eat. Trying something new, like a different route home from the station or a different seat on the bus, this can help you notice the world in a different way. Another way of practicing mindfulness in your day-to-day life is focusing on your breath or checking in on how your posture is. We can carry lots of tension in our body and hold our breath without noticing it throughout the day. So stopping to notice this and make small adjustments can be useful. Mindful use of our phones is another great way of being mindful day to day. Being more intentional with our phone use, so noticing unhelpful patterns of scrolling and noticing how certain apps, social media content or messages make us feel, can be mindful. Mindful music is also an easy way of practicing mindfulness, where you focus on different sounds or tones to your favourite song when you're listening in the car, for example. Here are 3 simple strategies that you might find helpful to get you started when you start practicing mindfulness. Number 1. Be more aware of the world around you. Take a minute to look around the room you're in and really notice what's around you. The shape, colour and texture of each object. You can do the same outdoors as well by spending time in green spaces. This can really help your mental health. You do not need to live in the countryside. A trip to your local park can work wonders. The aim is simply to focus your mind on the physical world around you rather than the worries in your head. Next time you're outside, try one of the following exercises to help you mindfully experience nature. Pay attention to the air. When walking, really notice the air brushing past your skin. Notice how it feels against your cheeks. Is it warm or cold? Try moving faster or slower and see how the sensations are different. Alternatively, you can use all your senses. Choose a tree or a plant and focus on it using all your senses. This could be as simple as smelling the flower, observing the different shades of green on the leaves, and then feeling the petal between your fingers. Strategy number 2. Be more aware of your thoughts. We get thousands of thoughts coming into our mind throughout the day. Some we notice more than others. Try to take a step back from your thoughts, as if you're watching them come and go in your mind. This can help you feel less controlled by them. You could also try naming them, especially ones that keep popping into your head. For example, you might say, here comes that thought that I always fail. Just acknowledging it may lessen its power over you. Try this when something disappointing or stressful happens and see if it works for you. And finally, strategy number 3. Be more aware of your body. Struggling with our mental health can often mean we get caught up with our thoughts. Focusing more on what's going on in our body can help stop this. This just means paying more attention to how your body interacts with the space you're in and how things look, feel, sound and smell in the world around you, rather than your thoughts about them. The aim is to make you feel calmer and more centred and focus your mind in the moment rather than letting it drift into worrying about other things. Try these 2 exercises to see if they can help. You can either ground yourself. While sitting down, try placing your feet squarely on the ground, an even distance apart. Really notice the weight of them. Think about their place on the floor and how they feel flat on the ground. Are they heavy or light? Another exercise is to focus on your surroundings. If you're climbing stairs, run your hands along the banister and pay attention to how it feels. Notice the texture and temperature of the metal or wood and the feel of any small bumps or pieces of flaking paint. Remember though, learning any new skill takes time, and learning mindfulness can be challenging at first, as it's hard to stay present in the moment when life can be so busy and stressful. It can be helpful to set a regular time to do mindfulness in your day, so it becomes easier to use. On our Hampshire CAMS website, we have a range of mindfulness scripts for you to try, such as Leaves on a Stream and Passing Cloud mindfulness exercises. We also have further videos explaining useful breathing techniques and progressive muscle relaxation. There are also lots of useful apps and resources online that can help you to learn mindfulness too. Why not give some a try?